It's headline spread. Can we talk about that? And why is this so pushed back so far on the side? What's up with this? What? Why is it like that? It's like long, you know?
Hey man, shut up. The intro going, man.
Hey, how you doing? I hope it's good. So today we got some degeneracy with A to Z. Akon's $6 billion city is finished. Okay then, that's $6 billion? That's expensive. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I hope everything's going good with you. It's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday. That means we're almost at the end of the week. And the weekend's almost here, and we gonna make it. We gonna make it. All right, let's get to this. Oh wait, I got like the video.
Singer promised to build a $6 billion futuristic city that was sold like a real-life Wakanda. However, 5 years later, one single building has been built. And somehow, there's also a bunch of angry investors who lost everything in a failed cryptocurrency project. And this is all revolving this one building. So today we're going to take a look at what in the tomfoolery happened here, because it's safe to say we have quite the insane story to talk about today. And before we dive into what's wrong, it's worth understanding why people took this project seriously in the first place. You see, Akon isn't just some random celebrity making wild promises while throwing money around for publicity. He has a little bit of a track record for doing projects in Africa, which helped him get this contract to begin with. To go way back, he was born in Missouri and became a prominent name in the music industry after his
Missouri. So he's in Missouri.
single Locked Up gained popularity in 2004. However, although Akon is originally from Missouri, he actually grew up and spent part of his childhood in Senegal until he was 7 years old. So more than a lot of people, he has some firsthand experience of what life is like without basic infrastructure, like most of us honestly kind of take for granted. So because of this, growing up, he experienced what it was like living in complete darkness once the sun went down. No running water, no electricity, and no power grid, with local businesses shutting down at night. Families were forced to use candles and kerosene lamps to get everything done, which was not only inconvenient, but dangerous as well. Moving forward, in 2014, after establishing himself in the music industry, Akon launched this project called Akon Lighting Africa, in which he proved that he could deliver significant benefits to these people, not only in the country that he grew up in, but also across the whole continent. And this is where things actually started to get a little bit impressive, because just in the first year, he brought solar energy to 14 different African nations. There were certainly critics who questioned various aspects of the project, especially its involvement with Chinese government-owned construction firms. But still, ultimately, it was the communities themselves that benefited the most. You see, solar electricity enabled vendors to operate longer hours, allowed kids to study after dark, and provided solar-powered streetlights, which in turn decreased crime rates due to increased visibility. So by 2016, Akon Lighting Africa had installed 100,000 solar-powered street lamps and 1,200 solar microgrids, creating more than 5,500 jobs in the process, and as a result, an estimated of 28.8 million people gained access to electricity due to his efforts. And obviously, that's not nothing. That's worth giving praise for due to his efforts. And obviously, that's not nothing.
Oh, I thought this right here. That's not how you see this. Yeah, on his jacket, I thought that was a word, like a hidden message or something. See, I knew it. Look at the duck. Look at the duck. The duck does move. The duck does move. I told y'all. I don't remember if I said it in my last video. I know I said it, but I don't know if I kept it in the video. The duck wasn't right to the last time. I was like, man, this duck is moving. What is he doing with the duck? The duck is moving. You move it. You moved. You don't look like that normally. The last time you went right there. See, we not crazy. We not crazy all the way. We loose, but we not.
That's worth giving praise for, and it was this success that gave him the credibility to pitch his next very grand project. So when Akon announced he wanted to build an entire city, people listened. Following the success of the lighting project, Akon went on to this publicity tour in 2020, and during this, he announced this futuristic utopian city called Project Akon.
From what I understand, the president of Senegal gave you 3 square miles of land.
Well, this is the thing. I had to actually buy the land, so it wasn't gifted to me. What the president and the government are doing, they're actually laying the foundation for all the infrastructure, like the basic sewage, electricity, all the things that have to be set forth for me to build the city on top of. And they give me 100% full, support.
So it's going to include roads, a hospital, houses,
hotels,
a police station, a waste facility, a school, and a solar power plant, of course.
Solar power plants, theme parks. All that, man.
Boat docks. You can have all that in one school? It's going to be a dumb city.
And it's called Akon City.
It's the Akon City. Yeah. That's phase 1 though.
You see, the plan here was to build the city on a 3 square mile plot,
Kodokan.
approximately 60 miles from Dakar, or Senegal's capital. And even though 3 square miles might not sound huge, that's roughly 6 times the National Mall in Washington, D.C. And this was supposed to be, phase 1 of a multi-phase plan that would eventually expand much further. The renderings, honestly, kind of look promising. Modern skyscrapers here, futuristic
Yeah, but that don't look realistic. It don't look realistic. It don't look realistic. That don't look realistic at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. This looked like something from SpongeBob. Remember that episode of SpongeBob when they went into the future and everything was like chrome? Like this looked like it a little bit. That's
architect, green spaces. Honestly, everything you would expect from a city that's essentially being branded as like Africa's Dubai and the real life version of Wakanda. And the
Crazy.
city was designed to have 5 distinct districts. You have this African village district that would feature modern waterfront homes and a sprawling all-inclusive resort. Then you would have the entertainment district, which would house a cutting-edge multi-purpose stadium and a massive casino. Then you have the tech district that was supposed to become like the Silicon Valley of Africa, where groundbreaking technologies would emerge to help save the future. Then you would have the health and safety district that would provide essential services like police stations, fire departments, and a general hospital. Then you would have the education district that would offer comprehensive learning opportunities for children and adults. And finally, the Senwood district. That would be filming studios, offices, and residential spaces, all topped off with the Akon Tower, which would rise above the whole skyline. But if that doesn't sound bold enough, there were some red flags that started waving on the horizon, because shortly after the announcement of this new project, Akon also revealed that this city, it would operate with its own currency, or even better, it would operate with its own cryptocurrency called A-Coin. A-Coin was intended to be a stellar-based cryptocurrency specifically designed for African entrepreneurs. And as soon as you attach identity to money, you pretty much know it's a scam. It was pitched like it would serve as like a more stable common medium of exchange between Africa's 54 countries, many of which struggle with high volatile local currencies. And while that may be true, there's nothing like trying to combat volatile local currencies with a speculative low-cap crypto coin.
Dumb.
Come on.
Dumb.
This has scam written
Yeah,
all
low-cap.
over it.
Dumb.
That's just my opinion, though. And now, to be fair, Africa has a massive problem with banking. So using digital currencies and apps makes sense rather than traditional banking. But that doesn't mean that you go ahead and launch some low-cap coin and saying that it's going to be the currency of the city that hasn't even been built yet. That just comes across as a massive cash grab and scam. But just like basically everything else I cover here on this channel, it gets worse. Because before launching A-Coin on a major cryptocurrency exchange, Akon's team announced a campaign called Token of Appreciation. And this was treated like a donation drive where people could, I guess, get early A-Coin. So donors here, they were promised 4 A-Coins for every $1 they spent. So when A-Coin finally launched on major crypto exchanges in early 2021, it peaked at about 58 cents per coin. And for the Token of Appreciation holders who bought it early, they made about 130% gain until, the thing that always happens with these coins when it inevitably dumps. Yeah, it didn't take long. The price began spiraling down roughly to 10 cents per coin, and then the TOA holders went from like 132% gain to a 60% loss practically overnight. People were understandably very upset about this. But no fear, because A-Coin admins, they offered refunds to the initial donors. And when Akon was directly asked about these refund issues, this was his response.
Were you aware of that?
No, that I wasn't aware, because I know all the people that I knew that was on record. We definitely met with everybody, and this was the...
This headline sprayed. Can we talk about that? And why is this so pushed back so far on the side? What's up with this? Why is it like that? It's like long, It's long. It's long. I don't think it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be like there and then down and then. Are you balding? But like from the sides? Are you reverse horseshoeing? I ain't never seen nobody with just the top and the rest of it's bald. Maybe the bald go and the top go and then the rest of it be there. But that's crazy. Splash some water on them. I guarantee you, all of this right here, gonna come off. All of that from there down, from here, the tip of the mouse down, all of that right there, gone.
agreement that was actually agreed on. So if there was anyone outside of that, I definitely wasn't aware.
And those people who asked for their money back and were expecting it a year ago, when will they receive their money?
Well, that I'm just literally on everything finding out. So I'm gonna definitely get more involved and figure out.
It's your city.
What that
How you just finding out stuff about your city?
We do have instruments in place to make sure those people are happy, even if I got to go in my own pocket.
Should have been did that.
Serious.
You'll pay out of your own pocket.
Hell yeah, I would, because they believed in me. Why wouldn't I?
Okay. That was kind of an evil laugh. And I couldn't find any proof of him paying anyone back. So take that how you want. But
Womp womp.
he's claiming he had no idea there was problems with the refunds, which, I mean, you know, if you're running some cryptocurrency project, it seems like, number one, that's something that shouldn't really happen. But if it is happening, you should probably be aware of that. Obviously, it just gets worse because the coin eventually crashed to fractions of a cent, representing essentially like a complete loss for all the investors. And currently, Acoin isn't even listed on any cryptocurrency exchange. You can't buy, sell, or use it anywhere. It's completely worthless. While that was going on over here, what was happening with the actual construction of the city? Well, if you want the short answer,
Nothing.
nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look at this. This is an embarrassment. It almost seems like
But what would that have even
Look at-
been? What would this have even been though? Like, look like a kidney bean.
an embarrassment. It almost seems like the entire Akon City project was announced and promoted so they could pump and dump a crypto coin. Keyword, seems like. Don't sue me. I
Man.
don't know, I'm just calling a spade over here. But obviously, remember
Well, if the boat fits.
those futuristic renderings and promises of a completed phase 1 by 2024? Yeah, there's a picture that recently went viral showing the current state of Akon City, and it's depressing. And that's putting it lightly.
I don't
And
know what they're
apparently
doing,
this building
but they
is a
oughta.
recreational center. An unfinished recreational center. Nice. $6 billion. And this is all that.
That's crazy because y'all don't even have it. Ain't no fencing, because you know the lions and stuff. When they could be no lighting, so they could be working throughout the night and get this thing done. Like it ain't nothing. It's just bulls and a bunch of bull. That's crazy, ain't it?
Putting it lightly. And apparently this building is a recreational center. An unfinished recreational center. Nice. $6 billion. And this is all they got. I've seen Amish people put up a house in like 48 hours. Meanwhile, this is what we got for $6 billion. But I mean, hey, at least construction has begun. The first phase is supposed to be built on 55 hectares of land, eventually expanding to 500 hectares by the end of the decade. Instead, we got one building and a bunch of empty fields. So Senegal's tourism board, SAPCO, was actually backing the project, and they were initially all in on supporting Akon. However, by 2024, SAPCO allegedly began to lose patience with the lack of progress. They reportedly sent Akon a formal notice that if the project hasn't advanced by the end of the year, his contract would be terminated. And looking at this this single house that's sitting on this plot of land, it looks like that's exactly what happened. Because according to blackenterprise.com in August of 2024, Akon was warned that missing deadlines and payment schedules to SAPCO could result in forfeiture of the property. And since Akon missed those payments, most of the land was reclaimed by the government. Okay, so we have this guy whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce.
I will. Saragni Mambadu Mbaub. Nope.
That's because I don't want to offend him. But he's the head of SAPCO, and he made it official. I guess instead of this like new futuristic mega city, SAPCO is now planning to spend about $1.2 billion transforming this area into a more traditional tourism hub, featuring hotels, apartments, a marina, and a promenade connecting a nearby lagoon. So the government expects a new plan to create approximately 15,000 jobs in the first phase, a figure that may actually materialize, unlike, you know, the Akon City.
Wait, he's at a lagoon?
So Mayor Alpha Sam seemed pretty relieved about this new direction, saying, in quote, "May this resort serve as a model for success in Senegal, a hub of tourism and a source of economic opportunity." And Jean Wally Seen, a local school teacher and resident, probably summed up how everyone was feeling. For a very long time, people, including Akon, have been coming and trying to sell us dreams and illusions. Finally, there's a dream for Mubadeen that we dare to believe in. But ultimately, In a surprising turn of events, during a recent interview on Mina's House podcast, Akon claims the reports about the city construction being canceled are simply media misinformation, and that despite any article, the project is still ongoing.
Listen, I got teams on it trying to combat all the negative, false information that these people are putting out. And just last week, we had over 23 million false ads on Akon City, just negative.
Where is that coming from?
It's the agendas, the powers that be. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they want to destroy something that can change the minds or the mindset of people, that's how they do it, through the media.
So according to Akon, all of the reporting from BBC News and all the other outlets about the project being canceled is merely propaganda intended to discredit the project and
It's fake news.
discredit Africa as a whole. Okay. He's not providing specific details about the construction progress, timelines, or address the fact that Sapco has officially stated that the project no longer exists. Instead, he's talking about dreams becoming reality and saying there's some sort of coordinated misinformation campaign against him. Akon at this point is just kind of coming across as the embodiment of this meme.
Corruption is not bad.
Yeah.
Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yeah. Yes. Only.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
Which
Yeah.
at this point is kind of depressing because you can just add him to the list as another person who's taken advantage of Africa as a continent. Because
crazy,
overall, as a
bro.
continent, it's just sadly so disgustingly plagued by corruption and scammery. Even though it's worth recognizing all the initiatives that Akon has undertaken on the continent over the last few years, especially with his Lighting Africa project, that was not only successful, it actually helped millions of people. But either way, it is just undeniable on how hard Akon fumbled Akon City. He fumbled it so hard that it just does not look good at all. Because at the end of the day, Akon City feels like a classic case of someone getting carried away with their past success and biting off way more than what they could chew. And that is honestly the best case scenario. The worst case scenario would be, you know, a full-on scam. But who knows? I don't have enough information to make a full judgment here, but it doesn't look good. And unfortunately, I guess dreams can also sometimes just be dreams, and turning them into reality requires more than just some good intentions and celebrity status. And for the people of Senegal who was hoping this project was going to bring jobs and economic development to their region, well, at least the new government's plan seems more realistic and might actually happen. Or maybe it might just be another rinse and repeat. Who knows? Maybe we'll check back in with a new video 5 years from now. But either way, that's how Akon's $6 billion future city became a single building in an empty field, and how he joined the long list of celebrities to
The duck turned. Hold
drop
on.
a completely worthless cryptocurrency. But other than that, hey, feel free to subscribe if you're new here. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Lost everything in a failed cryptocurrency project on the continent over the last few years. One single building has been built, and biting off to their region. Well,
if you're still watching the video at this point, I greatly appreciate it. If you have a video suggestion you want to see us react to, please put that in the comments below or add it to the list. And follow us on other social medias like Instagram and TikToks. And send us funny videos so we can react to it on our Try Not to Labs. And if we do, we'll give you a shout out in the video. So, yeah, I greatly appreciate it. All the support. It's amazing. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day and a great weekend. I will see y'all next time. I'm streaming tonight Outlast. I think I should be streaming Outlast tonight. So, yeah. Well, all right.
Mm-hmm.